Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Sunday's At Home with Robb session, and thank you for joining us. I'm Renyi Lim, Robb Report Malaysia's contributing editor, and I'll be hosting this half-hour webinar in collaboration with the Datai Langkawi. Set in a 10-million-year-old rainforest, the Datai first opened its doors in 1993 on the mystical island of Langkawi. Since then, it's become one of our country's most sought-after luxury destinations, renowned for its lush landscaping, its sense of Malaysian hospitality, and of course, for introducing generations of luxury travellers to authentic Malaysian cuisine. Today's virtual cook-along session takes place at the Gulai House, the resort's award-winning restaurant, which serves traditional Malay food in a charming kampong-style house, nestled deep in the heart of the rainforest. You can also see shots of the Gulai House in the background behind me as well. I'd now like to introduce Chef Adee, who'll be teaching you how to make prawn curry with pineapple, green beans and tomatoes, or Gulai Udang Tumis Darat. If at any point you have any questions for Chef Adee about this recipe, the Datai's food, or the finer points of Malaysian cuisine, please write in and submit your questions using the Zoom Q&A box below, and we'll go through them. Hi, Chef Adee.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Good.
Wonderful. Well, let's find out what ingredients we're using today. Could you show us, please?
Okay, for today I have prawn curry with a pineapple. Of course, here I have tiger prawn. This morning I just get from our fishman. Very fresh. You can see the skin very lighty. Okay.
Terrific. There's nothing like sustainable seafood from a local source.
And also I use red onion or shallot. And then I also have garlic, ginger, about 2 inch, tomato, right? And then green bean or snake bean, pineapple, and also curry leaf. Okay, this all ingredient except shallot or onion and garlic. This all ingredient we get from our permaculture garden, because in Datai we have our permaculture garden, and then these are fresh. You see? Vinaigrette. And then this black mustard seed. And then this curry powder.
And Chef, can you tell us a bit about the curry powder? Because I gather that at the Datai, you don't use store-bought curry powder. You grind all of your curry powders in-house. Is that right?
Yes. Because for ingredient for curry powder, this we have a cumin powder, or you can use grind our cumin seed, fennel seed, and then chili and fresh turmeric. You ground together, and or you can use food processor, and then you can get your own curry powder. Yes.
And another of our viewers is asking if you could just remind us what's in the curry powder.
Actually, if you want to make your own curry powder, you can just stand by like chili powder, or you can dry chili. You soak in the hot water, and then coriander seed, cumin seed, fennel seed. You soak in the hot water also, and then fresh turmeric, and then you can ground in the food processor, and then that you can get your own curry paste or curry powder.
Wonderful. Well, let's get cooking. I can't wait.
Yeah, and then for sourness, because in here I use tamarind paste. Okay, if you don't have tamarind paste, you can use lemon or lime juice for sourness. And also seasoning, salt, sugar. Also, I have fresh coconut milk, and then coconut oil, and then plain water. Because in our cooking, we never use like chicken stock, beef stock, or vegetable stock. Normally we use for home cooking just plain water. Okay, now I can start. I will show you. First, we will slice our onion, ginger, garlic.
While you're doing that, Chef, I have a question from Sue, who's asking if curry leaves
Yeah.
are not available, what can she use as a substitute for the curry leaf?
If you don't have curry leaf, no problem. You can leave it. No need to use it.
Okay, so you can be fairly relaxed about it. And actually, I should ask you about substituting other ingredients as well. If you're allergic to prawns, for example, is there something else that you can use?
I think if you don't have this, don't have a curry leaf, another better, because for the curry leaf for aromatic oil. Yeah.
And how about the prawns, Chef? If you're allergic to shellfish, what else can you substitute with?
Okay, if you're allergic to seafood or shellfish, you can change to chicken also, no problem. Meat also. But the problem is when you change seafood to meat item, you must also change your dry spices. Example like vinaigrette, you must take out, but you must add star anise, clove, and cinnamon stick.
Okay, so it's a balancing act essentially when it comes to spices.
Okay, now all the ingredients I add to my mortar. Okay, and also you can use food processor, no problem. Okay, now I start to pound it. Okay, I pound it, no need until fine, just chunky, only chunky.
Do you think that the curry paste or the spice paste tastes different if you do it in a food processor as opposed to mortar?
Of course, because if you use food processor, all ingredients become fine. It's good. But when you use mortar, you can see how all the ingredients like onion, garlic, or ginger. When you pound it, not too fine. But when you saute, when you already make the gravy, you can taste the flavor. That's why by our mother or our grandmother, until now, you can ask them, they will use blender or mortar. Especially they will use mortar. I believe it.
The old ways are the best.
Okay, no need until fine, just chunky like this. Okay. Okay, now I will start saute, and first I will heat my pot. Okay, now in here you can see I have two pots, my right and left. Because why? This curry, the method of cooking little bit different. First, I will add my plate. It's about 200 ml. Okay. And then I will add my curry powder. It's about 2 spoons. Okay. Of course, you will little bit shocked because normally we will saute everything like onion, garlic. You saute first with oil until fragrant, and then you add water. But this little bit different. I put water first and curry powder, and I wait until boil it, and then for shallot, onion, ginger, and garlic, I will saute separately.
And what kind of heat is the pan on, Chef? Is it medium heat?
This is a medium heat.
Medium heat. Okay.
Okay, now I will add my coconut oil to my another pot. Okay. Okay, now I will add my oil into my pot. Okay, now I will add my curry inside. Okay, here you can see my curry already boiling. Okay, and also my shallot garlic and ginger already fragrant smell. My cumin seed about half teaspoon. Also half teaspoon. And then fenugreek also half teaspoon. Black butter seed. Okay, and then I will saute. Okay. Now I will cut our veggie. First tomato, I will cut tomato to wedges. You can get about 4. And then pineapple, just slice. So green beet, cut to half. Okay. Okay, now I will add onion, garlic, and ginger, and curry leaf, and also our dry spice into my curry pot. Okay, but be careful.
Chef, we have some really interesting questions coming up from viewers, and they're asking why you cook the two ingredients separately. Why do you cook your curry powder in one pan? And
Okay, this how different Malay cooking and then Indian cooking. This how the Malay cooking, especially in the north. This how the method of cooking. This the different. Okay, now I will add our tomato and pineapple, and also green beet.
we do have one viewer who's asking if they only have one burner rather than 2 burners like you have, what can they do about making this dish? Which ingredient should they start cooking first? The curry powder or the shallots?
For me, easy because first you will boil curry powder first.
Okay.
Yeah, and then to the onion.
Okay.
It's more easy. Yeah, because today I just like to show off a little bit. That's why I put 2 pots.
Okay, so Becky, the curry powder and the water takes priority.
Yeah. Okay, now I will add our tiger prawn. You can see how the bigger and the fresh. I put inside.
And for those of you who are watching, if you're wondering what quantities of dried spices to use, please do check your reminder email from Robb Report. All of the ingredients should be in there.
Okay, now I will add seasoning into my curry. First, salt. And lastly, coconut milk.
How can you tell when the prawns are fully cooked, Chef?
When the skin turn to red color. That's how we normally check the prawn is cooked or not.
I've also got a question about the pineapple. Is it possible to
Yeah.
use tinned pineapple rather than fresh pineapple?
Okay. If you want to use from can also can use. If you don't have pineapple, you can change to cucumber or zucchini also good for the curry. This prawn curry.
And really, that's the beauty of Malay food, that it's very flexible.
Okay. Now I will already done, and then I will plating. Okay. Okay. Here I use our fresh ulam raja flour, and also from our permaculture garden is fresh pepper, and also another herb flower. Okay, now we're done.
And that's it. So quick, so easy.
Yes, these are very easy. The method because normally this we call lazy curry in our home because very easy. Whatever you have in your freezer or chiller, you just put in your pot. That's it.
And what kind of side dishes would you have with the prawn curry? Would you have rice? Would you have noodles? What would you have?
Okay. Normally, because in Malaysian, we like eat together with rice. Also, you can eat with prata or naan bread. Also, sometimes if you like eat together with the yellow noodle, also can. No problem.
And at this point, I'd just like to ask you to bring in the Datai's in-house sommelier, because I'd like to ask a few questions about what drinks
Yes.
to pair the dish with.
Okay, first for the wines, I recommend try to find something big wines in order to stand up with the spiciness level and the intensity of the prawn curry. And also, yeah, I recommend you something like a big burgundy, something well oak, something like intense in flavor, well rounded. Same goes with the Germany's Chardonnay, which was blended together with Pinot Blancs.
And I believe you have a sake as well for us, is that right?
Oh yeah, okay. For the sake itself, it's no doubt. When it comes to the sake, it goes well with most of the Asian cuisine, no matter was it spicy or non-spicy. Generally, Asian eat rice, so the flavor of rice, the fragrance of rice itself is already well blended with most of the Asian cuisine.
Okay, terrific. Well, I think that looks absolutely delicious, and I'm sure a lot of us can't wait to get back to the Datai once it's open,
Of course,
so that we can enjoy the prawn curry. Hi again, Chef Adee. This is just because some of our viewers have a few more questions for you. One of them was asking, when does the tamarind paste go in? Could you just remind them?
Oh, actually, I already mixed together with coconut milk. Sorry about that. I'm sorry to inform that.
Okay, so the tamarind paste goes in together with the coconut milk. I'd also like to thank you on behalf of Robb Malaysia and the Datai for joining us today. The Datai Hotel is currently closed due to the nationwide lockdown in Malaysia, with plans to reopen as soon as the restrictions are lifted, targeting mid-June. Please do refer to the website for more up-to-date information, and to Robb Malaysia's website to catch up on our online features. And if you're cooking this prawn curry for Mother's Day, good luck and have a lovely Sunday ahead.